Enjoy the show. Drive on Lugnutz.
Welcome, everyone, to Lugnutz, recorded June 19th.
There we go.
Juneteenth. Happy 18th to you all.
Welcome.
We got a great show lined up for you today. Really great show. Ford's going downhill, just like their stock. Honda goes racing. You can, too. Gonna need some Lugnutz. You're going racing. Off-Road Electric Vehicle Award. Guess who? The Lambo look. And we gaze at Dacia Sandero's new logo. Straight from Romania. Actually, it was straight from the internet.
Play on my China. Drive on Lugnutz.
You don't have to fly to Romania for news about Romania anymore.
No way. They discovered the internet.
Yeah. A long time ago.
A lot like them discovering PJandDWH.com, where you're going to find all the funny moments. I got a funny moment from Dave Wiscavage. It was the end credit, which was just me and him talking about, everything. It was awesome. So not something that you've seen on the live show, which you'll only find right here on PJandDWH.com. A lot like going over to Walljanger Gaming, Saturday through Friday.
You clicked that button here.
You'll find Big Brother and myself going through. I'm on Old Republic. Big Brother's churning his way through.
Elden Ring. It's a very frustrating game, but stick with it. If you're trying to level up, just go back to the other area, level up. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Go back, level up a while.
Don't get frustrated.
Strength, health. Health is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
When you start, you want to start with like 20 health.
Yeah.
It's a good way to begin. And then go
Seems fair.
Here.
All right. Important stuff that you'll find right here.
You'll find lots of important stuff
at this first story.
Rolling downhill is a Ford. Ford has a recall. Your Ford may roll downhill after it's parked.
Oh.
I thought this would be important to mention. Many 2013 to 2021 Ford cars, SUVs, when they're parked, they may not actually be parked. They're having a transmission issue.
Aha.
Park does not actually mean park. So you might, when it says it's in park, it's not in park. So you just find out where park is and draw another P on there. I think that's a solution. That may not actually be a good solution, but this is a problem they had with the 2015 Jeep Cherokee, which killed the Star Trek and other actor Anthony Yelchin.
Yeah, Anton Yelchin.
Yeah. And they still haven't.
Mr. Chekhov, yeah.
They still haven't fixed the problem. And you wonder why your stock is crashing. Well, a lot like your cars. If you have a 2013 to 2019 Escape, 2013 to 2018 C-Max, 2013 to 2016 Fusion, which is a lot of cars, and a 2013 to 2021 Transit van.
So it seems like their problems seem to stem from the year 2013. That was not a good year.
No, it was not a good year.
If you're automotive snob.
They just sort of left the problem.
Ooh, a 13 C-Max. Ooh, that was not a good year.
Maybe you want a car that's going to work. Maybe you're the type who likes racing. This is the race car we're going to cover this week. All new is the 2021 Honda Civic SI factory race car. The regular Civic is $28,595. But before tax, FE1 will start at $55,000. But you get a roll cage, you get racing engine, you get suspension parts for a race car.
Yeah.
You get fuel cell, a mold tech electronics. All sorts of great stuff. They have the L15CA turbocharger with a 1.5-liter inline-4 engine paired with an HPD strengthened 6-speed manual transmission. Engine makes 200 horsepower, 192 torques in there.
screwed in properly.
Great all round.
Yeah, man.
So if you're looking to get into racing, you might want to think about a Civic.
Maybe not. Maybe your thing.
They also have a lot of other cars. A lot of companies are releasing their Le Mans cars. If you're interested in that, that's on the internet as well. I don't cover all the Le Mans cars. There's a lot.
It's a
That's its
podcast
own
in and of
podcast.
itself.
But Mazda would like to seduce you with their white. They got a brand new white that they want to seduce BMW and Mercedes away with the look of their white.
That is white.
They want to splash your white all over you. Mazda says it is silky, smooth, fine-grained white whose base layer is topped with an ultra-thin, high luminance layer of aluminum flakes that reflects light.
You know,
Now, does your white do that?
I can't help but notice, like, you have
When
your
you
white
speckle
right
that
here.
white all over, does it do that to you?
Well, you have your white, right? And then you would compare this white. We
No,
finally
there's a
found
better photo below where they can just look at the white.
just the white.
Normally,
That's
white, they have to add white as a thicker color.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a brand new technology that allows their white to be 30% thinner.
Okay.
I don't know how that's going to lure BMW owners away. Look at our white. Look how white it looks.
I mean,
You will drive it on the Pennsylvania roads, and most time it will look dirty.
yeah.
Unless you wash it
I was
every
telling
week.
the customer, I was like, honestly, my favorite colored car that I've had, and I've had a good plethora, a good variety of colors, but gray.
Blue.
It's honestly the best. I
Blue
love
is the
gray.
best. That blue I got,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
Well, yeah, but I like gray because it's always gray. Is it dirty? Is it clean? I don't know. You got to feel it. Gray.
Well, sometimes when cars are dirty, you can just
Look. Yeah,
Give it
and
a
see.
look.
It depends on the dirt. Like this
But,
white car?
I wouldn't want a white car.
No. I've had one. It's not really all that it's cracked up to be.
So if you're in a BMW and you look at this white and it all astonishes you, clearly this photo will not do. You'll have to go to a Mazda dealer to really look at their white. Tell them you want to look at their white.
Let me see your white.
Yeah, give me a big cup of your white.
Just sprinkle it all over.
Or we could sprinkle on over to this next story.
There's the next story. There we go.
Toyota won the Compact Cruise Electric Vehicle of the Year 2022 Design Award held at ADI Design Museum in Milan, Italy. Toyota says the compact cruiser was inspired by the first generation Land Cruiser.
It looks like it too.
It doesn't look bad. What's with the orange? That right? What's with that?
Yeah, this right
See
here.
that? Yeah.
That little speck of orange is a little bit off.
Is that where the first aid kit is in case of an accident? I know to go there instead of, shouldn't it be a plus?
Well, I think that's
It's
part
a
of
ladder
the,
on the
that's
other
a
side.
choice, and that is
It's a bizarre ladder on the other side.
a bizarre looking car. That
You know-
honestly is I like that look of the car.
I don't
best.
like the orange on the side, but it's kind of weird. If I could just get that part painted the same blue as everything else.
Yeah, I mean, you got your nice little roof rack here for when you do stuff.
Your roof rack with your snowboards, and I think it's a good looking car.
Yeah, the orange
Except
really
for
just
the
kinda-
orange and the. I suppose if you're packing stuff on the roof, the ladder might be.
Okay, you don't got to add yellow. What are you doing? What are you doing here? What is that? What is that?
I don't know.
We can. That looks fine.
Yeah,
That
see,
looks
all
great.
green. No, it's got the orange. In
It
the
still
back.
has the orange.
Oh, it has a miscolored. Oh, if I can pick the color,
Well, yeah, if you could pick the color, that wouldn't be bad. Just that. I don't know.
blue,
That's not
and
bad.
maybe if that could be black with the blue, not orange.
no,
Orange
not
is just not a good color, I think. Those of you playing the audio game,
Yeah.
it kind of looks like a first-gen Land Rover, sort of modified via electric, with the weird Dacia Sandero-like headlights there that they're
Yeah, but
doing. Look like the logo,
it's just
which we'll cover later.
Yeah, I mean the rims are perfectly fine. A lot of honeycomb. They had a couple of different style, but Yeah, it's just that orange thing I have a problem with.
This was part of their massive unraveling of their new electric vehicles. So this is number 1. They hid this one in the back to release it first. I think it looks fantastic.
All besides that
Great place
orange.
to start. And if you're looking to start in an Audi, you will not. If you're looking to start in an Audi, Audi has confirmed the A3 will be the starter Audi. The Q2 was canceled. And the A1 Super Mini, that was also canceled.
Oh, okay.
For those of you who are looking forward to them, you can look forward to the A3. It's the new entry-level Audi. They were unclear on whether the body style for the entry level was going to be a sportback or a sedan. This is the only photo.
Yeah, no, it looks it
It's
looks
not
fine.
a bad car. It's a fantastic car.
Simple. Look, it has
Simple German engineering.
enough of the little kind of kinks in the body line right on the door panels that kind of just accentuate the fenders, you know, to where it's almost that little fender flare and how they do it with it's got nice body lines on it. And the front looks very Audi.
If you want to know what this one will look like, you can look at any A3 since, 2020, May of 2020, because this is the 4th generation and it's been around a while and you're going to see it around a lot longer. So don't wait. This one's going to be around till 2027. They love to stick with that body style.
Hey, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's not a bad. It's a good looking body style.
Yeah.
For a 4-door car.
I mean, look at what Nissan did with the Z, man. They kept that thing the same.
Oh yeah.
Forever.
Nissan they're known for it. So.
Yeah. So, to each their own, I guess.
Just like. In the heat, you're going to want to beat it and keep cool. Porsche has a brand new way of keeping their battery cool.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to keep the battery cool. So this is basically their system. Porsche wants to cool the hybrid battery. They're working on where to put that battery to keep it cool, and where do you put it in a Porsche? There's not a lot of room for, especially if you're going to do a car. For a battery, bunch of them. So,
what about the body pan? Like a lot of them are doing. They just put it along the body.
Well, they want to keep the hybrid batteries cool using pressurized air from the engine's turbocharger or electric blower.
Okay.
So the batteries are placed in the air intake, and they are blow boosted with pressurized air that will be hotter because it's coming off an engine and out of the exhaust to cool the engine, which I don't think this is going to make it cooler. Blowing hot air on something, does that really make it cooler?
Well, I mean, you look in the summertime around here, you're just blowing a lot of hot air around.
Yeah, but
it's the same kind of concept.
This house is not made by Porsche. I expect better from Porsche. I'm sorry, Porsche. I just expect more from you. Porsche insists it's not just air flowing over the battery. They have there's a
little fan.
Look below. There's a photo below that explains everything. See? Totally clear. They pressurize it.
They got a bypass valve.
Kind of looks like it's just air blowing over the battery. They compress the air and they blow it over the battery from the exhaust or compressor.
Your intercooler there. Auxiliary booster.
Compressor.
Intake. Engine intake. Compressor. So it's coming from the intake of the engine. But here's the problem is that, you got like your engine in the back and all that. Even if you're pulling in that intake air, I don't know.
I don't think it's going to keep the battery cool like they want.
There may be a superseded part.
Well, it's just an idea they have in the works. I love when they try new ideas. Even if it seems stupid to me, you just got to trust Porsche because,
I trust the engineers to a point, I mean, they're thinking outside the box of a way to try to keep a battery cool.
And I highlight it because I love some good out-of-the-box thinking. And there's nothing more out of the box than this next story.
It's never been in a box.
Lamborghini is renowned for its own style.
Yeah.
Lambo is working on going all electric in the future, but Lamborghini's design, Midija Borgturk told Autocar that Lamborghinis will always look like spaceships, always be inspiring, always be cars with whatever technology they have, will have, the sound and touch, the emotion. When touch you.
Giggity. When's their Tic Tac version come out? I mean, spaceship, that's a, Tic Tac, you got the oblong.
No,
you got
these
the
are
disc.
Lamborghini spaceships.
Okay.
They're not like...
Just using the word
No.
as like a, hey, a futuristic.
And he also mentioned a new, more aerodynamic muffler.
Okay.
In equal light. So
Sure.
they were just asking him, I guess. Is it going to look like a battery? No, it's not.
It's
It's
gonna
going to
look like a
look
spaceship.
insane like a Lamborghini designed by Germans, because I think they still own it. But
probably.
if you're looking for a new look, we can look on over to this next story. I like how Lamborghinis look kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
It
should.
adds to
It's a
it.
Lamborghini. If you're
It's
paying
like,
that much for a car, I want to look like I'm out of my mind.
It's like
because I
Lotus.
will be.
Lotus. You look at Lotus, like with the Elise and all that, they look crazy.
Yeah, and real high hopes for them for the battery.
Yeah.
The T stands for trouble, except for here where we got Dacia Sandero. In January 2021, they told us their new emblem, but now they're showing it to us on a car. There it is with the D and the C, just like the lights, sort of.
Okay. I mean, they're
Makes
not
you all
bad looking, I guess.
excited watching it on the, what are they cars called? The Duster and the, what's the other one called? Dacia Duster and the other one.
Sandero.
Yeah.
You got your, I don't know, you got like your Subaru Outback
Kind of like
looking one.
they're just a reasonably priced European car.
Okay.
And it's been a long time since we talked about Dacia because
Yeah.
they don't really have anything.
Well, I mean, it's nice to get a look from across the pond at what they get. But, I mean, essentially, you got a bunch of just SUV-looking models. You're kind of like bigger SUV, your Subaru Outback one. And,
It's nice to
sleeper
know
guy
what
over there.
Russia's thinking about bombing next.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll bomb some Dacias. Actually, you've already bombed Dacias. I'm sure they have Dacias in the Ukraine. It's the most popular car, I think.
Yeah,
most
I think a couple of them.
fast selling in Eastern Europe or something. Because
There's a couple insurance claims on them
Great.
right now. Yeah.
But if you have an insurance claim and you're looking for a new vehicle, you might want to look to the Genesis GV60. Here's the thing about Genesis. They don't really excite me. This one looks quite exciting. Granted, I found it in the Wall Street Journal, but we won't hold that against them.
I was trying to think of a Genesis song to quote, but just saying that is enough of a joke.
This will be Genesis' first electric car, built on the Hyundai Motor Group EGMP platform, cooled with the same. Built on Hyundai's Motor Group EGMP platform with the liquid-cooled and warmed 77.4 kilowatt-hour battery, fast-charge 800-volt architecture, dual-motor, all-wheel drive, front, double wishbone rear, multi-link suspension.
If there's one thing that is a tried and true proven method to keep something cool in the automotive, industry, it's water. Liquid.
Yes.
Liquid keep cool. Hot air, no keep cool. I guess I want to simplify it to that.
Well, everyone's got to try. Porsches weren't known for that air-cooled thing. I think they must be trying to go for that.
You know what? It's a German
They're trying
thing.
something different, unlike this, which is the same skate as every other Kia.
Well, you look
It's basically the Kia EV6 and the Hyundai Ion 5.
Yeah.
So if you like this body style, I think it's a neat body style.
It's
but
not bad. I mean, I like the headlights.
It will be a Genesis, so
Well, I like the double headlights. It's like 2 rows of 3 LED headlights, so that's kind of cool with the bug eye kind of thing there.
And it's a bit curvier.
Yeah.
It's a neat looking curvy shape.
Well, you look at the curve on the curvature of the roof and the back end here. It looks like it'll be very spacious inside because they're using bubbles and angles, right? You know.
Yeah.
And you look at the height of the seat, so it looks like you sit lower in the body.
Yeah.
It's very.
Although it will only have 235 miles of range.
You got to start somewhere.
Got to start somewhere. The Tesla Model Y has 330 miles of range. GV60 has a fast charge capability of a 220 kilowatt plug, but you got to find it first. 0 to 60, 3.4 seconds, 10% to 80% in 73 minutes. So I hope you got a magazine.
Grab a comic. It'll be
Performance all-wheel drive includes a limited slip diff, which you can kind of make the back end pop if that's your thing. Starts at about 70,000 as tested.
There we go, man.
That's our pokey little motoring show for this week. I'd love you to go over here and contact us. Love to hear what you have to say about everything automotive.
Absolutely. You got a luggy and nutty ride. Maybe you got a garage or a shop that does something really cool, specialty shops. We could do a live show from your place, highlighting your business, man. We do all that kind of stuff here at pjandwh.com. So if you hop over to the Contact Us page, type out right here, and then hit that submit button.
Well, either way, we'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to see you next week.
Absolutely, because it doesn't matter if you drive a Dacia or a Ford, because nothing rolls without Lugnutz. We'll see you next week, gang. Drive on!
It especially doesn't matter if you live in Eastern Europe. The Russians are looking to bomb you. I'm sorry.
There'll be a lot of Lugnutz around.
With a smile, but
a lot of spare
very sad.
Lugnutz.
Yes, a lot of Lugnutz.
A lot of wheels, doors, a couple hoods.
Crammed into a recycler and made into brand new Dacias.
There you go. With brand new Lugnutz. Comes full circle. Kind of.
Sort of.
We'll see. A lot like we'll see you next week, gang. Until then, drive on. Bye-bye.
Drive on Lugnutz. Play on Batangas. That was a good segue. Our Island Kelly.
We're in on 3 with Mazda. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm going to do a white joke. I can't sit like that. You'll see my legs.
But, yeah, you said F1 is at 10?
Yeah.
Wow.
10.
Okay.
They're in Canada. Canada is a night race. So
Okay.
we'll talk about the race next week.
We'll see it then. But we want to see you hit that subscribe button, like and comment below. Very best Purge Hangers wall hangers video right above my head for you and above Big Brother's head. Well, that's going to be every 109 Lugnutz podcast, all in a convenient playlist for you. And, of course, the podcast does not end until we hear our main man, Connor, say,
Drive on Lugnutz.
we'll see you next week, gang. Bye-bye.
Drive on Lugnutz.